They thought it was just a cloud. For a moment, it actually looked like one, but there was something wrong with it. Something heavier, darker, and almost alive. It swallowed the sky inch by inch, turning daylight into darkness. They assumed it would be a heavy downpour, but by the time they realized what was coming, it was already too late. The cloud had already taken their future hostage. Their future was seized and suffocated right before their eyes. Welcome to Walnut Stories, your home of amazing tales and legends, where legends come alive and real life stories unfold with raw intensity, drawing you into powerful experiences. In early April, everything had felt right. In many farmlands across the country, the land was alive, teeming with green, healthy crops. That crop was their livelihood, their food security, their children's school fees, and their hope for better days, all growing right there in the soil. Alvina walked home with her father, admiring the healthy maize and bean crops after weeding them. Their neighbors too had invested everything in their farms. They knew that that was their year.
This season, we will have a bountiful harvest.
If it holds, I can go back to uni.
This time we will make it, God willing.
The crops thrived, a sure sign of the bumper harvest expected by all. But that was about to change. They didn't know it just yet. People say no disaster comes without a warning. That is if you're keen enough to listen to the elements. You may feel or see the signs. It may be a still small voice. It could be a subtle sign, something so small and easy to ignore. In this case, it was only Alvina who noticed the strange cries of birds a couple of days before it happened.
Father, wait.
What is it?
The birds, do you hear them? They've gone silent, all at once.
They've just flown off. Maybe it's about to rain. Let's hurry home.
It had looked like the early onset of rain.
This heavy cloud. The rain is coming early today. Let me hurry back home. I have to prepare lunch before my children come home. It seems it will rain before long.
The air hung heavy and suffocating, swollen with a quiet menace, as if the world itself were holding its breath, bracing for something dark and inevitable to break loose. Some of the villagers pointed at the strange dark cloud moving towards the village. It felt like a harbinger of evil. Then the sky erupted with motion as millions of locusts descended on the farms and the village.
No, not again!
The whole village descended into chaos as man tried to fight nature. They fought with everything they had: metal, fire, ash, and chemicals. But for every locust that fell, thousands kept coming.
Chase them! Chase them!
Pull them out! Spray everything!
They're dying. No, look, there are all of them swarming from the east.
It didn't take long to realize the tide had already turned against them. They were clearly losing the battle. By evening, nature had won the battle, and everything was gone. The fields were empty, erased by the locust invasion. Just like that, the anticipated bountiful harvest for that year was gone.
This was supposed to be our year. Now there'll be no school fees for you this year.
We'll plant again. We will rise again. I'll continue my studies next year.
In a strange twist of fate, the villagers turned their misfortune into celebration. The excitement was palpable. They collected the locusts still crawling on the ground in tins, baskets, and small basins. That evening, in every home, frying pans crackled and spat with the sound of the sharp, sizzling chorus of frying locusts. The thick smell of the locusts was overwhelming. The irony was not lost on anyone. The invaders had been turned into a feast, the distraction into something almost celebratory.
Alvina, come, we're having a feast. Come join us. They are crunchy and sweeter than meat.
Why aren't you eating?
Have some, Alvina. They will help you forget the damage.
No, there should be no feasting.
Alvina disapproved of the feasting. For God's sake, they had literally lost everything. For the whole of that week, families continued to feast on the rare delicacy. They simply chose to make the best of what they had. Alvina couldn't sleep the entire week. Her hopes for further studies had fizzled out due to the distraction brought on by the critters. She posted raw, unfiltered photos of the aftermath on her Facebook, her WhatsApp status, and TikTok accounts, letting the world see the devastation. Chats and comments poured in, not just from nearby towns, but from across the Eastern African region. Same story, destruction by vast swarms of locusts. The devastation wasn't isolated or local, it was a wave rolling down from the north. Linda from Ethiopia said, "They were here last week." Sada from Isiolo said, "They were there 4 days ago." Rachel from Eldoret said, "They're getting worse." Caleb from Soy reported that they were there in the morning. They left the land bare, and there was no hope. Everything was devastated. She discovered something unique. The devastation had not been random. There was a pattern to it. They attacked an area, then came back again 2 weeks later to clear any sprouts left by the first swarm. She advised the villagers accordingly and led them in targeting the hopper bands, the young insects, preventing them from maturing into another swarm of locusts. They dug trenches and spread ash on the hoppers, killing them. She didn't stop at that. She went further. Much more needed to be done to avert a crisis of any form.
Spray the ash!
Yeah, they are moving! Run over there!
The destroyers threatened their food security and livelihoods. Alvina decided to do something about it. She mobilized the women and youth in the village and trained them on basic digital and communication skills using their phones. She understood that a lack of communication had cost them before. They could have prevented the destruction by communicating and coordinating efforts to destroy them at the breeding grounds before they matured into locusts.
How can we stay informed in case something like this happens again?
I can't face losing my crops again.
It's easy once we start. Just post photos of what you see so we can respond early to prevent or de-escalate situations before they happen.
They discussed some more before agreeing on collective mitigative actions.
Do you think about starting an early warning and response system using a WhatsApp group or Facebook? Just send warning alerts in case, so we can respond early to prevent situations like this before they expand.
We might be too late.
I think it's a good idea.
Determined to avert a future crisis, they resolved to stay informed and to act early by staying alert and informed to prevent any problems before they happened. What started as survival became a movement. Women in different areas started copying Alvina, taking the lead, connecting and sharing. You see, they did not give up. They were energized and unified by Alvina's proactive efforts. They embraced resilience and planted again. A few months later, the land was green again. Because the difference between loss and survival is activating early warning systems. And of course, acting together proactively to mitigate disasters before they happen. So, what about you? If you felt or saw the warning, would you rise and act? Or will you just wait, doubting, hoping someone else will make the first move, just like everyone else? Did you enjoy this story? Subscribe to Walnut Stories for more powerful real life stories. Smash that like button and share so we can grow our Walnut Stories family together.